Last week we'll work sitting, so we'll do a sitting practice, and inspired by Linda's Lunch and Learn on Friday, if you didn't see that, I'll put a link underneath this and you can watch that back. She did some great self-massage, so we'll start with some of that just to actually help to get sinuses open so that we can breathe a little easier as well. Paul has just joined on Zoom. So find a comfortable sitting posture. So that can be on the floor or on a chair, wherever you're going to feel comfortable without getting rigid or tense for the next 30 minutes. So I like to sit on a yoga bolster, or I practice this on a chair. But as long as you are pretty safe and grounded through the sitting bones, that you can keep the spine nice and long. Not a very good demonstration there, swizzling around, but just that you keep the spine long so that you're not slumping down and that you're not rigid. So the idea we use, just lifting and lengthening from the crown. That's so we can balance the respiratory diaphragm, which runs across the body here, pelvic floor, and also get our head balanced on top of our spine so that the throat doesn't get tight, the head is not pushing forwards, so we can relax the throat. So let's just start off with just using your fingers, just using your fingertips. It's just like tapping gently, gently, gently with your fingers just all over the scalp. Linda did this on Friday at the Lunch and Learn. I know a lot of you joined that, but it was a fantastic Qigong session she did. It's just nice to get some vibration through the scalp. So just tapping away. A little bit on the crown of the head again, where we focus to lift and lengthen. Just gently, not banging too much. And then bring it round to the forehead. And take your thumbs, so get your two thumbs, just massage just underneath the eyebrows. So right in the middle there, so right at the top, just gently, a little bit of pressure. And just stretch out there, it's really nice. We tend to think of massages as we go to a massage therapist and we lay there and relax and they do all of the work, which is great. So obviously there's nothing wrong in that. It's really nice and relaxing if you like that type of thing. But actually don't forget you can do some very good self-massage. And just gently press just underneath the eyebrows there. And then just a little bit of tapping. So the nasal cavities, you have nasal cavities up here. So space up here. And the other thing I've been exploring while I've been doing this, which is quite nice, is just humming. So we know we've practiced the humming on the out breath. So just normal breath in through the nose. And just a really light, gentle hum as you breathe out, just tapping. And then bring the fingers down to the cheekbones. Just gently. And again, that hum, so breath in. So we know that humming stimulates nasal nitric oxide. The studies are out there to show that you can increase your nasal nitric oxide by about anywhere between 4 and 15 times with a hum. Just take 2 fingers. Let's just gently massage the temples. So just nice and light. So you're just doing circular motion just round here in the temple area, just nice and gently. So the humming will stimulate nasal nitric oxide, and if you're also stimulating by some tapping, some vibration, we know that that works in just bringing blood to that area, just getting the blood flow and the energy flow to that area. So I think by combining the two, it's quite a nice little practice. And then down to the cheekbones, underneath the cheekbones into the jaw. And I noticed when I was doing this morning, it's like, whoa, that left side, it was like, it's stuck. So again, just gently massage in the jaw. So we're creating space, and we're activating all of the area where we breathe into the body, and where we can relax and not hold tension, to help our breath be more efficient, more fluid. So just gently massaging the jaw. And then you can take the heel of your hand, just pop it under the cheekbones. This is a really good look for a Tuesday morning. And just, so I got this one from Sheila, the voice coach. She did this on Saturday when we did an Oxygen Advantage training. And it's like, let's get that jaw going. Couple more like that. And then just rest, just feel tall through the spine. So when we're doing our body scan and we're doing relax the crown, relax the skull, relax the, what's this? Scalp, that's the word I'm looking for. Relax the scalp, relax the forehead, relax the eye sockets, relax the jaw. We've actually physically there helped us to relax those areas. So lift and lengthen. And with my Qigong teacher, we were doing a meditation called the inner smile. So just put a light smile on your face. You don't have to sit there grinning. Yeah, I'm going to grin for the morning and look at me, I'm smiling. It's not a fake smile, but it's just the idea of a relaxed, inner, light smile. So you can close your eyes. And then notice how that air just floats into the face, floats into the nostrils, just naturally. So just tuning in with that slightly cooler air coming in through the nose. And slightly warmer air leaving. Just that relaxed face, inner smile. Our face muscles will send neurological signals to the rest of the body. So if our face is relaxed, the rest of the body can relax. Lifting and lengthening from the crown, relaxing the shoulders. Just that light smile, forehead relaxed. Feel the openness of the nasal cavities. Light, soft, easy breathing. And then on the top of the next inhale, just open your eyes if you have your eyes closed. And then just bring your awareness into the space around you. I'm in the really lucky position in the fact that I'm working with other Oxygen Advantage coaches, training other Oxygen Advantage coaches, and one of the guys I've got on this training program that we did again on Saturday is going to the Olympics in July, hopefully going to the Olympics in July. And one of the comments he made, he's been practicing a lot of the Oxygen Advantage work, but one of the comments that he made on Saturday was that his mum had said how much more his face was relaxed when he was in performance. Because he said, I was always the one who was like pulling strange faces when I was practicing or when I was really trying for it. But his face had relaxed. And that, I just thought that was a really interesting comment. And again, if you watch elite athletes, runners, or even running outside, if you watch people running outside, the ones who are struggling with the breath and are struggling with the movement are literally tightening their face up. So the more we can relax our face muscles, it just feeds into the rest of the body. It's a sign to say you're in a safe place, you're relaxed, and it just takes away any tightness or tension. So we're just wasting energy just by tightening the face muscles and the neck muscles. Let's do a bit of our movement with the stretches. So palms, fingers together, palms facing chest nice and tall, shoulders down. So we'll just do the physical movement first. So you push out, so you rotate your spiral, arms, elbows, wrists and elbows pushing forwards, a nice stretch. And then you rotate back in, palms facing towards you. So just do a few of the moves. So there you get that nice lengthening, nice stretching through the arms. Rotate, spiral. Make sure the shoulders stay down so we don't bring the shoulders up. You get a nice stretch through the back there, the upper back. So the shoulder blades will glide a little bit around the rib cage. And let's coordinate the breath with it now. So we breathe out just through the nose. And we breathe in as we come in. And go at your own pace. and just breathe the volume of air that you need. So again, I'm not pulling or pushing the breath. One thing which I find really interesting when I'm listening to quite a few podcasts on breathing, and a lot of breathing apps and things, is they'll make the sound of the breath. And I get that because it wants to guide you to say you're breathing in, you're breathing out. But we don't want to be going. It's all right to do that a little bit if you want to go, oh, a nice breath in and a release breath out. But we don't want to be doing that all of the time. So you just want to be soft and quiet. We don't want to hear the breath, which is great for me demonstrating, but don't overbreathe. Just breathe naturally. So you're breathing in and out. In and out. And I like to think of this as like oiling the joints. And at first, the fingers and the wrists might feel a little bit sticky as they rotate, but once you get into it, really go with the flow of the breath and the flow of the movement. Couple more. And then just take a rest. When I'm doing these movements, when we're doing the flow stuff in the Thursday classes as well, like I've really highlighted, we're not necessarily counting reps. So exercise tends to be, we need to do 15 reps, and you're counting reps in your head, which is good because that works. There's obviously science out there to show when you're doing endurance stuff, you do more reps, etc. But with these movements, it just go with the flow. So you can spend 10 minutes doing one of these simple movements, and you really get into that meditative flow state, because that's what we're really wanting to achieve, rather than going, let's do 3 of these, 4 of those, 10 of them, rushing through. So just take your time. If you just pick one a day to do that flowing movement, that's great. So next one, again, fingers interlocked, palms facing up towards you. Come up the body. We'll just do the physical movement first. You spiral again, really work on that spiral. Arms up. And then my fingers are stuck together. Unlock. And then just float the arms down. And then back in. So together. Up. Extend. You can have a little look up towards the sky. Unlock. And this is great for, as I say, oiling the joints, particularly the fingers, the wrists, where we can tend to get a little bit tight. And then if we coordinate the breath, shoulders down, breathing in. And out. And in. And out. My fingers are really sticky today. And in. Put some talcum powder on if your fingers stick at the top, and out. And in. And out. And if this is breath rate doesn't quite fit with this, you can just breathe naturally. So again, you don't want to be feeling as if you're running out of breath at all on this. It should be nice and easy and light and effortless. Let's do 2 more. And then rest there. And just take a moment again just to notice how it feels in the body. Lifting and lengthening through the crown. Just breathing easy in and out through the nose. And now what I'd like you to do is, we're just following the breath naturally now. A little bit of conscious control. So just focus on your in-breath, so the natural in-breath. But I'd like you to breathe in, no bigger volume, so just as you're breathing now, but just breathe into a count in your head of 4. So just follow that for a few breaths and then just breathe out naturally. So all you're doing now is counting in your head 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the length of your in-breath, and then just breathe out naturally. So just explore that for the next few breaths. And just notice what happens. So you may notice that it slows the breath down. So you might have been breathing in for 4 anyway, so you might have not noticed any difference. But it may just slow the breath down. And if the breath slows, it might get slightly fuller because you're slowing the breath. It doesn't mean to say you're breathing too much air, but don't be afraid that the breath seems to feel a little bit fuller, a little bit more air, because if you're slowing that breath down, you will be breathing a little bit more air in that one breath that you've slowed down. So just explore that again. The breath out is just natural. So the breath out, you just let go of the breath out. In and out through the nose. You may also notice that the breath goes deeper, so you can relax the belly a little bit, you can feel it into the back of the body, so you're anchoring your breath down in that center point, down in that lower dantian. So it's going deeper, but it's still a thin thread. It's not going bigger and deeper or too big and too deep. So just allow those ribs, the lower ribs, to expand. Keeping tall through the spine. Just follow a couple more breaths on the in count for 4. And then just breathe easy. So looking at various studies, they will highlight that anywhere between 5.5 and 6 breaths per minute is sort of like in a resting posture as a breathing practice, not all day long, not when you're walking, running or exercising. So don't try and force 6 breaths per minute when you're doing more high intensity stuff or even just walking and running, because that can be a challenge. But in a resting posture, just to bring yourself into calm, relax, rest and restore, the rhythmical breath, 5.5 to 6 breaths per minute is sort of like the sweet spot. So we've practiced our 4 in there. So if we do 6 out, that would give us 6 breaths per minute. So count 4 breaths in. Oh, sorry, not 4 breaths in. 4 counts in on the breath. And then 6 out. So we're controlling in breath and out breath. So let's have a little explore of that. So 4 in. And 6 out. And I'll count you through that now so we can do it all together. So just let the breath settle. So we'll start on breath in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. And then just breathe easy. So you can get apps, free apps that are really good at highlighting that. I think we've used them before on here a few times. So there's an app called Breath Pacer. Just search any apps that will give you that breath count and you can practice that. It's a really nice practice. I would spend, we did that quite quickly there. I would spend longer doing that because again, it's like with the movements, it's getting to the flow, getting to that meditative flow. That's when the magic starts to happen and you can start to feel the changes going on. So work on that, have a little practice on that if you're doing your breath work. The key to that one is not to over breathe, is not to be going. Now, occasionally you might want to do that. Occasionally you might just want to take a fuller breath in and that's great. And that's some of the stuff that we'll be exploring on Saturday. So on Saturday, we've got another Unlock the Power of Breath workshop. So if you are premium members on the Breathe Balance Move, that's free. So I know some of you signed up for that. If you're not premium members, it's £29. You can sign up for that. So you can join me on Saturday for that breathing practice where we'll be looking at restoring breath, releasing breath, and then a little bit more. We'll work a little bit more on this calming breath, and we'll do a little bit more of self-massage as well. But for today, thanks very much for joining. I hope that's woken you up, certainly woken me up. And I'll see some of you on Saturday, hopefully. It's only Tuesday. I'll see you on Thursday before Saturday. Have a good day. Take care. Bye. Thank you. Bye.